Yani thing. Yani thing. Noob plays में मैं stream कर दे रही dude. Easy GG bots. I'm streaming again.
Traveling to Icon. Prepare your defenses.
Say hi to my viewers.
Select your hero.
They're dumb.
What?
Don't say hi to dumb
You
people.
are the viewer.
I don't say hi to dumb people. Get good educated viewers, then I'll talk to them.
So you're telling you're not educated?
Yep. I'm not.
Go DPS. Go DPS quickly. Go DPS.
Go, let's go, let's go.
Go. Wow. I thought you will go.
Samantha? I can go, Samantha.
No, I thought you were going to go.
I can go Faru too.
मेरे को क्या पता तुझे जो खेलना है खेल भाई.
We can play anything, bro. What do you want to play, bro? What?
Are you flex main?
Soon we will
Yes.
see if the hypotheses are correct.
I need healing.
Okay, where are you?
Greetings.
We're going to fly now. Hi, okay?
Wait a minute.
No.
Okay.
1. Attackers incoming. I will defend objective A.
Verdammt.
I got discorded already.
Good, no? Can't shoot Genji, bro. He's super tiny.
Change. Switch on. So the team is dying now.
God.
You should
I
be
should have actually played some Genji था वो लोग ने यार. पूरा गेम खराब कर देते तो मेरे को नहीं खेलना तेरे साथ आज. बकवास सजेशन मत दिया करो अपने सड़े से
you
गूस
should be
सजेशन.
at peak performance level.
Oh my god. That's game. Do it. Try and shattered our entire nation.
Let's get that out there.
Got him.
Damage boost engaged.
That's so hard. मस्त चीज बताओ मैं देखा. They're not pushing payload.
आ गया तो
Yeah.
अल्ट नहीं आया तेरा.
Mercy in the high chest.
तो चेंज किया ना पाना रहता तो आता.
अल्ट नहीं आया.
कोई मेरे को थ्रो करा दिया ना फर्स्ट पॉइंट पर अब सारा खेलो बोल के वरना कभी जाता है गेम ही खत्म हो जाता है. गेम खत्म नहीं हुआ अभी तक. Oh my god, he deflected. Makri and Genji high ground.
Heroes never die.
दोनों है उधर. If you go, raise you will.
I'm being attacked. You should be at peak performance.
तो हाई ग्राउंड ले लिया अपना जबरदस्ती के. But our reaper is way better than me. Kill them.
बंदा बीच में गाड़ी आ रहा है.
Healing stream engaged.
Nice.
Let's get you that out there.
Oh my god, you Genji. Yeah, high ground वो ले ले रहा चढ़ के. एक को मार रहा ना. अरे मैं भी हूँ यार. सबको मारेगा. Unless, oh my god. Fuck.
He's luxury whatever on his own spot.
नहीं Genji को नहीं आया.
Die Wunder der modernen
Right, 'cause that
Medizin.
is such a huge problem.
Nano Blade में था वो soldier change.
This is not your time.
गाली दे रही अपनी टीम अभी.
Who is he telling to be?
Soldier एक ही होता है यार. Fight bro.
कर ले यार तुम जी
Oh my god. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
रिवर
The
बोला
wonders
कर ले
of
तो कर
modern
ले
medicine.
क्यों थ्रो करा रहा गेम
Right beside you.
Throw करा.
Damage increase. Heroes never die. Helden sterben nicht. Healing stream engaged.
Great junk rat. That fucking idiot. मरा नहीं है. हाँ रन कर दिया यार ट्रिगर्ड है बट
कौन
I must go where I'm needed.
चलो कर आए ट्रैप में
Ich bin da.
क्या बंदा खेले
यार डोंट
स्टॉप इट यार कुणाल
नहीं कौन खेल रहा था गंदा
स्टॉप इट कैन यू जस्ट से कुणाल
I must go where I'm needed.
तो पे क्या कोना
You should be
But yeah,
at peak performance level. Healing stream engaged.
मरो मत यार तू क्या खेल
हाँ ठीक जाते अपने को थोड़ा
Damage boost engaged.
हील ही नहीं करते हील
You needed a doctor?
हील ही नहीं करते हील
गाड़ी ला ले यार
नो वे
हो गया क्या तेरा
Immer unterbricht mich jemand.
Oh my god, that Genji is fucking my entire life. So good. It's way better than
क्या था वो मेरे को डांट पड़ने वाली उस चीज के लिए
Oh my god, Genji is so gone. Not Genji,
I don't think our tanks are good.
don't think. My DPS is better than that Genji. Get trapped, thank you.
क्या करूँ मैं फैंटास्टिक करूँ मैं इतना ही करता
Sometimes you scare me.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
Oh my god. Subjugated को भी पता है कि उनका गेंजी लॉल
Select your
Yeah.
hero.
Genji को कौन मारता? मकरी मारता, मकरी खेलने नहीं आता बट
ये करेगा टैंक कर ले थिंक मेटा को ये करना था बट नहीं क्यों देना उसको उसके ये भी नहीं आया अभी तक
क्या बोल रही तू बोल क्या रही भाई
नथिंग
पता क्या मारती गेंजी को अभी गेंजी की गांड में फुल्ली चार्ज बीम घुसाऊंगा ना तो पता चलेगा
ठीक है कर ले
I'll be
यार
watching
जो करना है
over
कर ले यार
My ultimate is
जीत
charged.
यार
Keep the skies clear for me.
मेरे को ये कैमोफ्लेज वाला स्किन पसंद है आई थिंक आई लाइक दिस
Attack
स्किन
commences in 30 seconds. I know we have our differences,
weird.
but your brilliant mind would be welcome amongst my colleagues in Oasis.
नाइस
No, thank you.
Pepper.
You and your colleagues discredit the field of science. I want nothing to do with it.
मैं ऐसे हील कर दूंगी अभी फटाक से मेरे को पता ही ना चले
गेंजी नहीं खेलता अभी वो फारा खेल रहा होगा मस्त
नो रेचुअल
यस
Keep an eye on your health and call for me if you need assistance.
या
जी करते हुए भी कैसे कर रहा है लोग गेंजी कुछ कर रहा क्या स्पेशल कर रहा क्या दे आर एमिंग एट आवर हीलर एंड हम एक को
व्हाट वो घुस क्यों गया भाई
ऐसे ही हो रहा डूड
Immer unterbricht mich
हमारी
jemand bei
टीम
der
क्या
Arbeit.
चल गेंजी
गेंजी पीछे
मार दिया
Take you back out there.
पुश
Healing stream engaged.
अरे यार बबल चुरा लिया रिवर का।
The battle continues.
30%।
इनको मारो गए तो सब सही होगा।
I've got you. Damage amplified. You needed a doctor?
हाँ
Increase.
हाँ इसका नैनो
गाना ब्लेड कर दिया वाला। अच्छा
Do we need hun? Do we need
Die Wunderin
some
hat
other
deine
user?
Medizin.
Tell me.
Ich bin da.
I'll play.
अरे बहन चोद मर मत तो हाँ मत
Heroes never die. Rocket barrage incoming. I'm taking
अरे
We die a lot for us.
ओ माय गॉड स्लर्ट करके उसको बचा रहे हैं।
good as new.
अरे
सिर्फ उसको हम ये करेंगे ना शायद उसको DPS चलो यार उसको मार लो यार There's no healer inside.
वो टास्क करके कूद गया।
पीछे है कम बैक
Let me get you past.
बकरी पीछे था
कूद गया।
Right beside you.
यहाँ पे है अभी भी फ्लैंक कर रहा हूँ
तो फ्लैंक करो कि गांड में मत घुसो।
ऊपर ऊपर
I'm taking care. You should be
नाइस
at
गंजे
peak
मार दिया
performance
मत
level.
गुड मैंने बस
Healing stream engaged. This will heal you. Fire at will. Damage amplified. Let's get you back out there. Let's get you back in the fight. Shout, push that. You needed a doctor?
कम पीछे
अरे बहुत पे मर मार दे।
Damage boost engaged.
अभी वो मरेंगे।
Let me
नाइस
get you
अर्ट कर ली भाग लोड।
पीछे रहे तुम्हारे
I'm being attacked.
यूजिनो केयर करेंगे करा वो आएगा
क्या मार 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 रिपर नाइस विनेबल फुल विनेबल कैन यू रेज मी आई एम
The battle continues. Protect the payload.
हाय
that was the roll
Score
again
2-3. Switching sides. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
मैं तो अपना अल्ट बचाऊंगी अब only for Genji's nano ult वो बंदा मकरी खेल रहा था मेटा 21 मकरी खेल रहा था
पारा खेलेंगे तो
I'll be
प्रॉब्लम है
watching over you.
I think end में
I'm here.
मैं चॉन्क क्रैक चलो रे करने दो
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
strong as mountain strong as the
You should
mountain
be at peak performance levels. Affirmative.
oh my god मैं क्यों ऐसे पीछे हट गई
Your support has arrived. Where does it head?
I technically can't damage
Let me get you patched up.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend Defend objective A.
सारे
Damage
पीछे आ
was
गए
engaged. You needed a doctor?
Genji क्या? अपना Reaper पे क्या?
All over me. I'm taking care of you. Damage extra.
अरे बाबा अरे मार दिया उसको हेल्प
नो ऊपर है फ्लैंक कर रहा मकरी
या मकरी फ्लैंक कर रहा Genji कुछ क्या
that's what I said you have to get both of them that's the only way
I must
Oh my
go
god
where I'm
really
needed. You should be at peak performance.
Mr. Obvious रख दो मैं तेरा नाम
Stop the payload.
Mr. Obvious रख दो तेरा नाम
ठीक है भाई ठीक है
Damage was
भैया
engaged.
भैया ठीक है
हाई ग्राउंड ले लियो ना
Right beside you. Let's get you back out there.
I can't heal you
Ready to start a blizzard.
They'll die
30 seconds.
Damage increase. Our time is running. This is not the end. Damage and
nice 18 seconds
Genji up top guys
मकरी पे
got you. Ich kümmere mich um
नैनो ब्लेड है क्या ये लोग के पास हाँ
हाँ अल्ट बैठा के रख मैं तो जीत
अरे नैनो ब्लेड का वेट कर रहे हैं कर दिया
Heroes never die.
किसी को मारना था यार
नहीं होता ये लोग
Damage increase. Where does it hurt?
डोंट वेट पूरी टीम को लेके जाओ जो एक एक करके माँ मत चुरा लो अभी चलो चारों मरेंगे हो ही जाएगा नाइस बोलो छोड़ दिया पे
No.
ओमेगा हाँ नहीं किया
Score 3 to 4. Switching sides.
बोलता था हाई ग्राउंड वाला नहीं छोड़ेगा वहीं पे रोकता ना था
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
I'll be watching over you.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
3 बजे
I'm taking care of you.
बाय
ओवरलीड शुरू हो गया
ओ
अरे मैंने अपना गेमप्ले देखा
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commences.
नहीं हुआ शुरू
I've got you. Healing stream engaged. Let me get you patched up.
I can't heal you
बाय हाई बैंकिंग बैंकिंग का वॉल्यूम is super low
what a game
Hello?
yeah now it's good
Are you guys listening?
we'll play one more after this
I must go where I'm needed.
Okay. Okay, waiting
Your
then.
support has arrived.
okay it's just 2 minutes left
forget they do.
Good. Hey, Ryan, stop. He's just charging.
Right beside you.
Yeah, yeah.
Still need you. You should be at peak performance level.
Okay.
No.
We can get this.
Hog. Hog is behind you.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Heroes never die.
Can he die?
My will.
Am I the only one damaging him? No.
Let's get you back out there.
No,
Get
not
this
really.
freaking guy.
I am taking the objective. Reinforce this position.
A speedy recovery.
Objective A captured.
Stay on the page.
Escort the payload.
I'm taking care of you. Damage amplified.
क्यों मर जाते हैं यार ऐसे?
No.
The battle continues.
Please be careful.
You need a check.
Hit me. Hard fucker. Behind. Oh my god.
Zenyatta यार Zenyatta.
Imagine dying to a Zen.
Shut up. ये लोग
Start
Starting
it.
over from the beginning.
Kill the Genji. Moira, suck him. One HP भाग गया. छोड़ रहा हो गया. My god.
30 seconds remaining.
ठीक है.
Die Wunder der modernen Medizin. I'm with you.
अरे Zenyatta मत
Flanking Zen is killing 2 healers. I can't.
Yep.
I must go where I'm needed. Get into position.
Wow, मेरे को उठते ही मत दो ना.
कार्ड में से ज़्यादा बैठ.
Play of the game.
ओह ज़ेनोस ये बंदे के साथ खेली मैं यही ब्लेम कर रहा था. टैंक
वही है वो लोग का Genji. नहीं, ये नहीं है.
तेरे को क्या पता? मैं अकेले खेली हूँ उसके साथ.
अरे वो नहीं कांडू. Genji की बात कर रहा हूँ. Genji नहीं है बोल रहा था. थोड़ी बोलूँगा कि वो तू नहीं खेली उसके साथ. What is wrong with you? God.
I don't know. A lot of things in games.
Pancakes come. Speaking of heroes.
Pancake. Pancake. Pancakes.
Hey Siri. Wait.
Did you invite her? She's not there. She's in game. This junk skin. You know people like Moira's skin this time. I was like, why?
Yeah, Panda liked Moira's skin.
I think it looks ugly as hell. I mean, it's a
It is.
it's Venus flytrap, right? It's not a good plant. Freaking, it's an ugly plant on its own.
Mm-hmm.
I like Moira's banshee skin.
Yeah, I used to play with Banshee a lot.
Yeah, I've seen it on you now. I play with banshee because I unlocked it in the anniversary thingy. I got the Hammond skin too. Hammond.
Mm-hmm. I did it.
I got sucker. Lol,
Yeah.
lol, 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 lol,
Eat
lol,
it.
lol, 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 lol,
I'm a
lol.
rebel.
It's such a bad skin.
You
Why even?
scared?
You scared? Ash says that. You scared?
Best Hammond skin is probably High Roller.
Sometimes you
Because
scare
it
me.
goes with
On
the
a scale
highlight
of 1
and
to
draw.
10, how is your pain?
Or Jack-o'-lantern as
Just a second.
well. Fucking. Hmm. No. Come fast, go.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello. What
Hi.
happened?
Janvi is burping.
What?
Janvi's AFK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah,
What the heck?
yeah.
need to touch. I like the way Bush does it. I'm a hunter. I'm losing my $18 for the literally. You see that this is Frank's recipe book, which actually is not a recipe. It's just a list of ingredients. Well, Frank, this is quite a day you've got set up for you today.
So I was planning on making tomato pasta, like miracle pork meatballs. I had some really beautiful ingredients. In my meatballs, I have a really nice cut of miracle pork, like elaborate chilies, parsley, garlic, a loaf of artisan bread, like artisan bread. For the pesto, I was able to get my
Oh, those are clams. Yeah, I've never seen clams before.
I also had some pistachio oil, a really nice thing. I had pecorino Toscano cheese, parsley, and seasoning.
I want to do this. This is going to be good.
And finally, I had everything I needed: fresh pasta, organic heirloom eggs.
What are these things?
Italian double zero flour. Beth, I know you know your way around the kitchen, so I had it for you. Beth's recipe. I have some simple things you're more likely to find in the supermarket. Box spaghetti, now sweet Italian sauce, eggs, grated Parmesan, fennel seeds, parsley, breadcrumbs, whole milk, crushed tomatoes, garlic, and egg. These ingredients may be simple, but I'm going to use my chef magic. If I had to guess, this probably cost about $15. $18? That's good.
If I had to guess, this has to be about $175. $265 equals anything I don't use is going home. What I'm concerned about, to the best of my knowledge, I've never tasted Iberico pork. It may have been in some of the food that I've eaten in restaurants, but I don't know it.
I sent Beth some fresh Iberico. Most people relate Iberico with ham, but what they don't realize is that there's other cuts of meat on that pig that we can use. And fresh Iberico is delicious.
This pork has to be a poison. I could definitely use a little help with these ingredients. Hi, Rhoda.
Hi, Beth. It's so nice to see you. It's been a long time.
It's very nice to see you. How do I use Iberico pork? This has got to be really, really expensive.
Well, Iberico pork comes from special pigs grown in Spain and Portugal, and they have a diet of acorns, which gives them a really rich and nutty flavor. The puma cut comes from near the shoulder, and that's going to have a really nice balance of lean meat and fat. So you're going to want to make sure it's really cold. You also want all of your equipment to be really cold. And it's helpful if you can cut the pork into strips, and then you're going to feed it into your grinder. I think that'll be great for your meatballs.
Yeah, I think so too. This is going to be good.
They're going to be amazing. Yeah, they're going to be really great for the ramps, I think.
Very cold, ice cold. The grinder is cold, just like Rhoda said.
I'm a big fan of grinding my own meat. This way I get to pick the piece of meat, make sure it has enough fat, and that it looks good. And with the Iberico, it's a great meat.
Okay, Frank, if this makes you happy, I ground the pork.
It's time to make the meatballs. So what I'm going to do is take the spaghetti meatball kind of model and make it into a fettuccine, which is a close cousin of paella with pasta. So you may notice that I don't have a saute pan or a saucepan for paella. Now I've been asking the people here at FE to do paella for a long time, and they keep denying me. I don't know why. So, kind of going around the edges here, getting in, making a fettuccine. I have ground pork here, nice fatty ground pork. So let me put that aside for a sec, and we're gonna grab ourselves some garlic. I don't know how much Beth said to put in this, but I'm gonna put a fair amount of garlic. I might as well put my gloves on now, right? We'll be working with raw meat. I like to wear gloves. Okay. With the garlic, I'm just gonna give it a whack. Make sure that we get off all that skin. I'm just gonna rough chop our garlic. The more you process garlic, the stronger it gets, and I just want it to be a nice, like, background flavor on meatballs. And that's gonna go in. All meatballs need to have a little bit of a binder. Otherwise, it's just sausage. So I'm going to take a couple of eggs, a I'm gonna hit it with a bunch of breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs are gonna help make these tender. So Beth sent me Italian style. I tend to go with plain breadcrumbs. Right? I like to control the seasonings. I don't know what they put in here. I tend to use a plain breadcrumb. I season color.
I make my own breadcrumbs, Frank. So this is easy for me.
It's easy to go to the store and buy breadcrumbs, but making your own is actually something that a lot of older time do.
It's wonderful to take a nice loaf of bread, put it into the oven, 250 degrees, grind it up in a food processor, and it's wonderful.
A lot of times in southern Italy, they just didn't have money for cheese, so they would just toast some breadcrumbs and sprinkle them on top. So it was kind of like the cheese. It was like a poor man's cheese or garnish for your pasta.
I know that story too, Frank. We use grated Pecorino Romano cheese and toasted breadcrumbs, which kind of defeats the purpose of it, but it just tastes so great. All right. Now we go in the oven.
After the breadcrumbs are toasted, we're going to buzz it up in the food processor just to get a nice kind of fine powder. And what I'm going to do is have her like strain them through a colander so that the small pieces can be used in the meatballs, and the pieces that are a little larger we can use in the components on top of the pasta.
Here's our breadcrumbs to the top to go inside our coffee.
We want to season this up really well. Lots of black pepper. We're going to put a little milk in there. The milk is just going to be there to soften our breadcrumbs a little, and a fair amount of salt. Don't be afraid of a little bit of salt. Then you got to get in there with your hands, right? And I want to really mix this well.
I'm not a chef. No gloves necessary. So I'm going to start with the eggs, finely diced garlic, our chili peppers, little zing, parsley, cheese, breadcrumbs, generous amount of salt, and black pepper. I need to get the eggs and the salt, the pepper, all of the seasonings mixed in together. I'm actually going to flatten this one out so that it'll cook faster. I can taste it for seasoning.
I always cook a test piece of tasting to make sure my seasoning is right. Maybe I need more cheese. Maybe I need more flavor in it.
The seasoning is tricky. Unless I actually test it, I don't know of any way to figure that out.
Let it cook through and give it a taste. And then I can adjust. Really good. A little more black pepper. Just a touch more salt. Getting there with the glove. I kind of found out what it needed. I'm going to mix it up, and then we're going to make meatballs.
For a $265 meatball, there's no way that this meatball couldn't be fabulous. And just for you, Frank, I'm going to use a scoop.
Whenever I do meatballs, I always use an ice cream scoop. That basically forces my meatballs out perfectly. This method with the ice cream scoop is basically just something from restaurants. We want to go quick, right? In restaurants, time is of the essence, so we go quicker. And not only is it making it fast, it's portioning it out perfectly.
Scoop's not working for me, Frank.
Efficient and cost saving.
You all look pretty close in size to me, Frank. All right, let's wash my hands and fry them up.
We're going to go over medium heat. I'm not going to go over really high heat. And I'm just going to take these meatballs and I'm going to brown them off in olive oil. Okay. And again, like I said, if they're a little rustic, it's okay. We don't want to crowd our pan.
But I wanted to hear.
So as they get light brown, we can turn them.
Just get them all evenly browned and cooked through.
Okay, and I'm not worried right now about my meatballs being cooked all the way through, because these are going to go back in the pan and back in the sauce when we actually finish the dish. These are going to go onto a tray.
With a red sauce, you would leave the meatballs in the sauce and they would cook some more. But because I'm putting pesto over this, it's not going to cook.
So the sausage is up next, and I'm going to cook the sausage. Like, you can take the casing off of this, but I didn't want to do that because I want it to look different than the meatballs. Our pan is nice and hot. I have the oil in there from the meatballs, so we're just going to drop these in. And we're just going to let them get brown on all sides and cook them through. So I'm going to shut my heat off. I'm going to put the sausage on my cutting board. I'm not worried if these are necessarily cooked all the way through at this point. So there's still a little pink in the middle, but that's not a big deal.
I'm actually going to take one out and just see if it's cooked through. Perfect.
Okay, the sausage is done.
Pluma of Virico pork meatballs for Frank. For me, because I'm going to eat them. Okay, it's pasta time. All right, so this is about a pound. Hopefully all of those cooking shows are going to help me out.
Peachy pasta is kind of like a long mix. I really like making handmade pastas. They're a little more rustic. They hold on to the sauce.
Rhoda said 5 eggs.
You're gonna roll them out by hand, and you want them to be a little smaller than a pencil as far as the thickness goes. They will expand a little bit when they cook.
Look at the yolk.
That sent me a spaghetti, which is just a normal spaghetti. You can use a thin spaghetti for this. We're making a fideuà, and we're gonna break these pasta noodles up and make fideos.
I am trying to incorporate the egg yolks and the egg whites. Bring a little bit of the flour in at a time. I don't want to put all the flour in just in case I don't need it. It was sticky. It's smooth.
I know you're gonna say, Chef Frank, you're not supposed to break pasta, right? But this is not an Italian dish, so I'm breaking the rules and I'm breaking pasta.
The cooking shows are so fabulous. Just from watching, I was able to do this.
So I want to coat the pasta really good in the oil, and I'm gonna just toast this, right? So we want to try and get it evenly toasted, and putting oil in the pan is gonna help us. And I'm just gonna keep on stirring this, right? I'm gonna coat all my pasta. I want to keep moving it around so it doesn't get burnt in any specific place.
I think we got this. Smooth as a baby's bottom. We'll wrap this in plastic and let it rest for a while.
You might ask, Chef Frank, why are we toasting the pasta? Toasting it gives it a little more depth of flavor. I'm gonna take this, get all the pasta, lay it out on a tray, and let it cool for a second or two.
Here's my pasta. Still brilliantly orange. Time to make the fishy pasta.
You want our finished pasta to kind of give you the thickness of a straw or a pencil. So Beth has to roll it out a little thinner than that because when she puts it in the pasta water, it's going to loosen.
I think this is going to be a lot more manageable if I cut it into pieces. Just a little flour for insurance that it doesn't stick to the board. It rolls out nicely, so maybe having less gluten in the flour helps. All right, go to set, not too thin, not too thick. I think this is going to be okay. Cut this into strips and roll out the strips. This would be fun to do with my grandson. I'm trying to get this so that the width is a little less than a pencil. How about this? Let's see how this works. All right, I'm going to put these two here.
Once the pasta's all rolled out, I want her to make sure she dusts it really well with flour so they don't stick together. I also like to keep it in one layer on a tray. If you start to stack the pasta up, after a while it gives up a little more moisture and they start to stick together. So thin layer, dusted with flour.
I'm really, really impressed. And now it's time to make the pesto. Pesto's easy and it's delicious. I like it with a lot of garlic, but that's not what Frank has in store for me today. We're going to use the rams.
We're in the northeast of the United States, and in the springtime, people go out and forage for ramps. Ramps are basically like a wild garlic / onion, and they're absolutely delicious. Hopefully. So you have to go into the woods, find them and dig them up.
I cleaned these rams really, really thoroughly. They were filthy.
Ramps always come dirty because people go into the woods, pull them out, and they drop them off at your doorstep. So Beth needs to clean them really well. Take off the root end, make sure that the tops are bright green and they're not beat up, and then she's going to chop them up before she purees them.
I don't have to really worry about cutting anything small because it's all going to go into the food processor. Some people use the bottom of the parsley. I don't. I usually just chop the top off. Ordinarily, I would use pecorino romano, but Frank has ordered a very costly pecorino toscano for us to use. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice.
Pesto is a really easy sauce. It's basically put everything into the food processor and buzz it up. It's pureed until it's a paste. Pesto means paste. Sicilian pistachios are probably like the best pistachios out there.
That one goes to the cookie. Some olive oil. This is pistachio oil.
We're gonna use the pistachio oil in the pesto and as a garnish later. And it's just gonna kind of give us a little boost of that pistachio flavor. Give us a really nice piece.
Lots of salt for you, Frank. Freshly ground pepper. Blends before I add more oil. I want to get every last bit. Beautiful ram pesto. I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap until I'm ready to put it over my meatballs and spaghetti. I can't wait to taste this. All that's left is to cook the pasta and put this whole Frank's dish together.
When you're cooking peachy, it needs to go a little longer than most fresh pasta because it's so thick. So we're going to put it in a rapidly boiling salted water for about 5 to 7 minutes.
Once you put the pasta in the water, always stir it.
It's time to prepare our sauce. Beth sent me some fennel seeds, and I like fennel seeds. I think a little bit of fennel in the background will be a really nice food. Here's a few ways that we can grind these. You can do it in a mortar. I'm going to use a car.
Pancakes are here. Yeah, wait, the pancakes are here. My god. No, say it once more. Once more, bro. I can't hear. Oh, are you saying something? Arey, it's pancakes here. Yes, the dumbass. No pancakes. Okay. Okay. Oh,
Coffee grinder. And in the restaurant industry and in professional kitchens, we use coffee grinders pretty much exclusively for spices. I'm going to take my fennel seeds, and I'm not going to put a lot in there. Top goes on, press it down, and give it a tap. Beautiful, nice powder. And I don't think I'm going to need any more than that. Basically, the sauce is just onions, garlic, fennel, and we're going to just chop everything. And I'm just going to cut the onion into like a small dice. And this is a good size. We're going to use all of this. Okay, so our veggies are chopped.
Floated away back to the rest of his team. So that graviton surge
I guess
is
it's been
basically
about
for
3
nothing.
minutes. We'll put some of my
Yeah,
pesto
and I mean,
in the
it was
pan,
like just
get some
making
nice
sure the nail in the
pasta
coffin was
water.
they threw out the ante there too. Architect
I put
was
the
the one
onions
that
in
was having
first.
the least amount of
I'm going to
fun
hit them with a little salt
because
now to
he
draw
was
out
holding
some
on
of
to
that
that death
moisture.
blossom
Now I'm going to
for a
add the
while.
olive.
The
And I just
3
want to
times
cook
he
these
came
until
out of
they're
spawn,
basically
first time he
light
got
golden
stunned,
brown and
he got
fragrant.
taken care of. Second time he comes
Absolutely.
out,
Move
they
the
focus
pasta
down
to
on
the
architect.
pan with the
Third
meatballs
time's
and
the
the
charm, right?
sauce.
You come in, nope.
That looks
they make sure the
fabulous,
architect
doesn't it?
can't do anything
Might
about,
as well use
about
some of
the
Frank's
problem
Frank's
is-
sauces, yeah.
The
Before
Q
I
button
add my meat and my
sometimes on
pasta,
Reaper acts like the
I'm going to
fire
add a
cue.
light pinch
You
of
press
my
Q and
fennel
you
seed,
die,
and
because
now
he
I'm going
can't
to add
use
my
his Wraith when he's in
add
that
it
form.
all
He
in.
also can't
Remember, we
cancel
didn't
the
cook
death
this
blossom
fully.
either, so
It's going to finish
you're kind of
cooking
stuck.
with our
You have
pasta
to
and
rely
our
on your
stock.
team to kind of back
And
you
now we're
up
going to add our
with faith
pasta
and defense
and
matrix,
everything into the
or
food.
the rest of your
I'm
team
going to
can
add
just
some
kinda
of
help
our
you in general.
tomatoes, and
But
they're
that's
just
not there.
crushed tomatoes.
Architect's
I'm not going to
pressing
use
Q
the
in
whole
those
can.
situations. I
I'll
don't
use
think
about
will make the
half of the
difference
can,
maker,
and I'm going to
because
add water.
Bianca would have
Give it a
just
shake,
absorbed that in
make
those
sure I have
bubbles,
enough liquid.
or
I'm
Young
pretty sure I
Punk
have
would
enough liquid. I just want to
hit
mix that
shift,
up.
you know,
I'm
that
going to hit it with some
fortified
salt
that
and
reduces
pepper.
all that damage and stops you from getting
It looks
hit.
like a lot of salt.
Here we go
on there,
now.
but
Spark on that offense.
Before I let this
Same kind of
finish
thing.
cooking, I
We're
want to
probably
give it
just
a
going to see
taste to make
this
sure I have my
the
food
entire
in
night,
right.
because
So I'm
IDK
gonna
and
take-
NCD with this backline combo makes it almost impossible to dive. Gushui's just going to kind of juggle himself up onto this high ground over and over again, building towards that nano boost. MCD is 65% of the way there already, but right now, and what we saw on Oasis, Flora is on the McCree, so even if he does jump in, he's going to get perma-stunned along with that break, but Bianca, unfortunately, ends up going down. That's a long walk back from that Diva. Gushui is going to be able to get a lot quicker. In fact, actually, Nano Bernard, who kills off Friday.
Oh, and look at the amount of energy that Bernard has, having so much damage coming out, and also MCD so consistent on stopping Bianca, putting Bianca to sleep like twice there in that engagement, it looked like, and now MCD's gone down. That's a big pick to help Jonak keep the rest of NYXL together. They're forced to disengage. You see Bianca trying to get into position to actually create some space and be a threat, but they still have the spark on both angles. They don't want to find themselves getting sandwiched, especially when Gushui is trying to get into position.
Yeah, Jonak killing MCD there was pretty big. It just meant Spark couldn't just kind of rush them down, knowing that they lacked a tank. Maybe comes to engage onto the front line now, as Young Pung is very, very low, as Shy transforms into the Diva.
And this is a threat too, as Shy, he gets booted out of the mech, but doesn't have the duplicate, not the duplicate, but the Diva Bomb instead. Friday actually stunning Shy. That's a threat, but being able to get right back into your mech as quickly as possible. Spell success, doesn't find anyone. Luckily, the building's right there to resort to. Feather, yeah, Feather's right there too, bringing this fight close quarters. When you're in this side room, you are just part of the Reaper sandwich that you don't want to get eaten up by. Bianca's found Bernard, and here comes a Death Blossom that Architect was able to build. Feather's turn now as he's going to get the Death Blossom himself. Gushui's in this primal. They stop Gushui, and they do so much damage. The Spark were nearly there, but unfortunately, they only were able to get that one tick here. I love the way the Spark are playing, and it's the NYXL now that are forced into the side room. But look at those ultimates now, Jaws, as they unleash. Gushui gets stunned. What can they do? Nothing, because he gets melted.
Oh, beautiful sleep. MCD puts down. Flora cancels that high noon. They're going to be able to re-engage though now as Jonak is back into the fight. Youngpung 2 arrived on the point, so now that the Spark have to go again. They have acquired 2 ticks, but they've only got a minute remaining now, Vicky.
Feather had used his Death Blossom in that side room and no one was there, maybe trying to cover some space, but that could have been crucial here for this potential last fight. We're gonna have Architect still hanging out to the high ground. NYXL, they're grouped together and grouped a lot more consistently in comparison to what we had seen in the first map.
They're all on high ground now though, Vicky, and Shy has that duplicate available too. So all he needs to do is transform into Bianca. Jonak's gonna be the first target, force out a Mortality Field, and you might just find the win. Bernard's already down though, and IDK's to follow too. The Window's doing too much damage.
And the fact too here that you not only have to deal with the window, but you have Architect holding onto the high ground, and now they've isolated him. There's nowhere for him to go, and now you have less than 30 seconds to try to get this point.
30 seconds for 33%. It's going to be 10 seconds roughly.
What?
Before they
You're
try to
here?
make their engage. You can see everybody kind of spawning in. Shy is still
Hello?
got the duplicate online, but Friday's going to have the rally to deal with it. As soon as he hits
Why?
Shy, hit that duplicate, he's going to hit rally almost instantly. In fact, he's a little bit behind. Only
Why
1%
weren't you
he should do
speaking,
it.
Pancake?
Because
they do
I
here.
am
They boot Shy
washing
off, and
my
unfortunately, he
keyboard.
can't get back, and it's
Ooh.
like here
Yeah, and
for
mom's
the
bed.
NYXL to keep
'Cause I
holding
spilled
back the Spark
coffee.
to potentially
Yeah.
force the Spark to lose a third map of
bad.
the month. It's
Okay, I'm
Flora.
queuing then,
How you
okay?
doing
Yes,
here?
please.
Architect is one, and he can't even use a Death Blossom again in this last fight. Yapun's on fire, he finds 2, and Flora's unstoppable. Jaws, the NYXL successfully hold this defense around the Spark.
Wow, what a defense from the Spark, from the NYXL even. Unreal, you can see. I saw Flora's happy face there as he just jumps up from his chair. Spark not looking so happy. I mean, like I mentioned at the start of the series, Vicky, they're very much expected to win this. They have been looking so good with Shy in the roster. Their game plan seems flawless, sending him in with Copy and Goucheway with the Nano and just demolishing the backline. But it's just not happening right now. The NYXL managed to hold them on first. It was a struggle for them to capture second point, but it very much felt like they were in control of the game.
I'll
They
come and
almost
visit
felt
you.
like they read
Your
their game
recipes
plan
are
on Oasis.
fabulous.
Was like, okay, we've
Shut
downloaded you now. We're
up
ready to
with
rock
this
and roll
meal, Frank.
with Anubis.
And you can't sleep too, because now the NYXL are building some of that momentum. We're
Hey.
tied in the series.
Good,
One
how
to
you
one
doing?
Between the Spark and the NYXL.
I
Don't
wish
go
I could
anywhere
give you
because
a hug.
On the other side of this
It's so
break,
great to
we're going to
finally
be
see
moving
you in
on to a
person.
map number
This is stupid good.
I heard that you did spectacular.
I don't know if I did as good as you, but I have never made pasta.
Really?
I have never used any of these ingredients. I've never eaten ramps.
Oh, really? I'm so glad that you did enjoy this process. I am.
The
like,
Overwatch
so
League
happy
is
to
brought to you by T-Mobile,
and genuinely
America's
just
largest and
wish
fastest 5G
we could
network.
cook together one of these
Set
days.
your sights
That's
on the
really what I
competition
want to
with
do. I
T-Mobile.
want to cook together.
And by State Farm.
and just
For auto,
love to
home,
share
or
that.
renter's insurance.
Absolutely.
Like a good
I
neighbor,
may
State
take
Farm
one
is
of your
there.
courses.
Oh, yeah. I think that would be fun. Take my hand rolled pasta.
I will do that.
A lot of work to do.
so excited to be jumping into contenders.
It has all come down to this. The first grand final that's been absolutely arcading for over a year.
Studying the food. Oh, you're getting cabinets. Looks great.
He pops off. They have been denied the crown. Americans from it only to recapture the confidence of the tier 2 company.
What? How can they both go and dump?
Somebody stop Seeker, he's angry. And here comes Seeker once again, 5v3. How could you possibly pierce through the defense of American Tornado?
We are witnessing history, Lemon.
Thank you, Wendy. I'm gonna try the french fries first. Oh my god, those are the best fries I've ever had. They're so crispy. Not too salty, you know? Like, just right.
Bir de buff atalım. That was nice to go from. Evet.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by Cheez It Grooves. So much flavor, it's a mind crunch. TeamSpeak, the official voice supplier of the Overwatch League. And by NetApp, the official data management partner of the Overwatch League.
Look at the ping. Oh
Welcome
wow!
back, everyone,
Look at
to
the
the East
pings.
Region Knockouts presented by Xfinity.
Oh, pings now, pings now.
Jaws. We have a
Traveling
series
to
on our
Volskaya
hands, and
Industries.
the
A big ping,
NYXL,
a big
they
ping.
seem to
So we
have
found
gotten
that.
it together because we saw them adapt. They
Select your hero.
We are in a match. Please tell me you are here.
Using Orisa and the Diva to control the space on the high ground, and then the Orisa to control the space on the point, protecting Jonak, protecting Friday.
Oh my god.
And the Brig, respectively. And it was very difficult to get anything done. There was a lot of very small plays that were happening off camera. There are so many little interactions that sometimes you don't see, especially in these kind of comps. With the
Attackers
goats, the
incoming
goats
in
kind of thing.
30
But
seconds.
for what I meant was for NYXL's comp, there was a point where Jonak through the window killed MCD, which halted Spark's push, which they initially actually found a kill off. And they were able to halt MCD out of a very small cubby, and boom, Jonak was already pre-firing and instantly got MCD, and it put it real down on the Spark. But now we head over to Barney, and this comp from Spark, very much famous.
Attackers incoming.
High ground is so easily
Defend
accessible.
objective
The problem
A.
here for NYXL, the problem they might run into, is if Young Hunt forfeits this high ground. If he forfeits the high ground, goes alone, this first point is going to be very hard.
Especially since their goal from last two matches seems to be trying to split up NYXL. Tries to dive into his initial engagements, force them off of that high ground. Now we're going to retreat here, Jaws, and Parker actually
Yeah, they are. You see everybody from the NYXL are just chilling.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
So they can go two ways here. They can
I'll be
continue to
watching
Thanks, you left.
go coast side and jump up from there. But the problem is Bernard is not on the Diva, so the only thing that's going to be good for Kushui here is the bubbles.
I did call.
Sorry.
Nora. What?
What? I'm not inside when
You left, Patrick.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's just about this first initial reach here, Vicky.
I did. The thing is, I dropped my phone while I was trying to call you. Then my fucking thing was showing no network, so I called you on WhatsApp. It was still ringing, but my phone is restarting now. I dropped my phone. It's restarting. It would have taken time to restart and call. Yeah. We are suspended now. For how much time you're suspended, Pancakes? Just cleaning her keyboard. Okay. Fuck, my phone is dead again.
So what happened?
You're banned for how much time? Oh, yeah. Tell me the time.
13 minutes.
Oh yeah, time to
Okay,
watch
you
a
guys
video.
go
Tell them.
first. You guys can go first.
No, she's AFK.
Huh, Nani?
Pancake.
What do you mean?
I mean, Janvi is
What
AFK. She left already. It's okay. We can wait 13 minutes.
Then I don't want to OO then.
You don't want to over?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's fine.
If Jenny is not here, then it's okay.
Yes, so. Yes, so.
But Invasion is in DBD.
Really?
Mm.
DBD.
So what are you going to do? What show?
Huh? I am waiting for Janvi, then I'll play comp Pratap.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm watching Sailor Moon.
Really?
Seriously.
Wow.
And all the kawaii females watched it, so I have to watch it too, right?
Wow, that's not true.
Ah,
Dumb females watch it, pancake.
no.
Yeah.
If you watch like the kawaii setup tour, they all have Sailor Moon. All.
Really?
Yeah. If not
Oh,
Kirby.
yeah, correct.
I
Have
like
you
Kirby.
watched Seven Deadly Sins?
Are you watching that?
Yeah, I'll start that.
Okay, I'll tune in.
Ooh, but I'll bench like a degen.
I'll do it.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Simple way of making chocolate with homemade condensed milk. No.
Any other sandwiches? Yeah. What kind of bread? Kind of. You just like want it how it comes? Onions, green peppers, and mayo? Yeah. Do you want provolone cheese?
Yeah. Hello?
हेलो
Hi.
भाई क्या चल रहा
We are playing Overcomp.
Oh.
Pancakes was playing DBD, I think, with Anvesha.
No, I'm chilling.
Hope she's just chilling.
She's chilling, okay. How is Overcomp going?
We couldn't queue this. We played one, we lost one. Now we're queuing again.
Roll queue ki normal?
Normal.
Anything else for you guys? I can help you, buddy. What can I do for you, bud? Sure. What kind of sandwich? Awesome.
Welcome to Jankatown.
Select your
You're here, right, Jarving?
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
I'll be watching over you.
Okay.
A moment to enjoy some peace and quiet. Probably just a moment, though.
Yeah. I should I play?
You will be at peak performance level.
1v1. What why should I play 1v1 with smokes around?
Let's get to that outcome. We still need you. Die here. I'm taking care of you. Damage amplified. Get them off me.
I am here. What do you mean? Okay. No.
We make a great team.
You are. You can die, you sucker.
Correct.
Let's play some more games. I know, like no one is getting anything. It's like, oh, am I here just to suffer? Playing main tank is
I am half asleep. You know, like.
Where does it start?
Okay, let's play one. If I play badly, which I will accept that I play badly, then I'm half asleep. Then I won't let you guys down and stay with you.
Damage amplified.
So oh god. Which account should I come from? Smoke or Azerio? Or Negotiator? What? Gagger is not playing after this?
Really?
Arey, I'm sad on match. I'm not sad on rewarding. It's a match. No one is playing main tank. If I play main tank, no one will kill anything. I know it's in a game.
Should I come from Negotiator? I can't come from Negotiator.
That's fucking nanode monkey. Yeah, that's fucking genius. Genius. How do you play this game? I know. What am I supposed to do? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Yeah. What am I?
I can't hear my own thoughts now.
Guys, we are going to play Starbomb. Let's play Starbomb together.
Let the dragon consume you.
Danvi, Starbomb kill.
Back in the fight.
Not right now, I mean later. Tap approve on your device. Dude, I can't play with Smoke's account because it's
I'm
just
just
security thing.
0 to 3. Switching sides.
I have no. I can't play with Okay, let me see.
Attack. Select your hero.
I'm saying I can't log in because they are asking. They gave him some code on his phone. What the fuck? I don't think he's online. Let me try to log in from the other one. I don't know which one this is.
I'll be watching over you.
Yeah, okay, this is negotiator. I don't
Yeah, for this. Gun.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Oh, I want to
Point.
watch the stream to see how bad it is.
Fucking point.
Science will reveal the truth.
That guy is playing Tracer. I don't wanna try hard. I don't wanna. Yeah.
No, fuck Tracer. I keep telling you, whoever plays Tracer is throwing. Whoever plays Tracer is throwing.
I need healing.
You just need a decent Makri to kill Tracer, that's it. Okay, and
This will heal you.
yo. Then I can't.
Help me.
Can you defend me?
I must reflect upon this. Allow me to repair the damage. The payload moves with certainty. This will restore you.
Couldn't play.
Allow me.
I want the different thing. You rocked me. This blade? Oh, we have nano blade now.
तो भी देखना है मेरे चैनल पे अब मैं मेरे चैनल का नाम क्या था?
क्या नानो ब्लेड था कौन नहीं आया उसका नानो he was a one वो heal करके बता अरे मेरी माँ नानो यस नानो है उसके पास नानो ब्लेड
There was a flaw in my approach.
Then no, why would you fucking block him, you dumb piece of shit bitch? Fuck off. Dude, I know मैं मर जाता हूँ. I was reflecting. That way was like, no, my eyes blocked that. Kill 3. Oh no.
जानते इंडोर पे क्यों खेल रही?
When faced with a setback, we must challenge our assumptions.
60 seconds remaining.
Serious fun.
I cast this forth, regenerating the cellular structure.
Need heal. Heal.
30 seconds
We
remaining.
must all make
Really?
sacrifices. This will
Pick
restore
me
you.
का then. Nano है उसके पास. Oh, okay.
Injure again.
Oh, Bastion.
What? मरा किसने?
They've used their ult.
Oh my god. Man, you literally won. Nice. You get to play more games. This is actually working because we are playing Bastion. Great talk.
This will improve your condition.
Standing there with him.
Good man.
One turn.
Allow me to repair the damage.
कितना दूर से हील कर रही थी
I'm not dead yet.
so much.
This will heal.
Biohead plates. Oh wow, that diva fucked him.
Perhaps a new methodology is required.
I'm on fire!
Winnable! Fuck.
Surrender to my will.
Bastion.
Oh, Bessie boy.
She nanoed who? Why?
Someone killed the Bastion.
How would you fucking nano there with the guard?
Your team is sad.
I must reflect upon this.
Ow. Help me.
Your power is mine.
Hello, greeting. Hello.
10 seconds. Our time runs short. We must increase our efforts.
एक तो कोई रेस करो I have bad
Heal कर shift out
Your strength fades.
Widow
This will heal.
Oh, पीछे Widow ही है हाँ भाई
My will.
इन लोगों के पास 4 मिनट है
The power of destruction.
आएगी है Yes, we can get her. She doesn't die.
Changes my thinking.
My ultimate is ready.
I'm restoring.
Scorpion, ready to burn.
It appears we have suffered a minor.
What changed for me? Oh my god, she actually changed. In me.
इसके लोगों को heal चाहिए
Beginning.
10 seconds.
I don't think their own voice is coming in the stream.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think, yeah, because I did it because I'd gone.
Pancakes, are you coming?
Yep, I can come.
Come, pancake. Karthik, you?
He's not replying.
Oh.
And negotiator is in diamond, so I can't come.
You can just log into negotiator and throw. If you throw one, I think we can play. Check what your this thing is. Diamond, no? You went to
Yeah.
diamond. My god. Crazy. Why you do that? Why do that, Karthik?
We played together and that's how it happened. What do you mean? You were
Karthik.
winning.
Stupid Karthik.
Fuck.
Go throw some now. Until I'm in gold, you can't play together. And who you think is gonna carry me to gold?
We all.
Yeah. So you better chop. Better chop. You know what they say. Better chop.
Yeah, we'll chop.
Can you chop?
Yes, I'll try to throw some games.
Yeah.
Even if I had the Azerio account, I would have.
New York, you know they're actually hosting it live, like this thing, Overwatch, in China. Live. I think Chengdu, the Spark team and the Charge team, they're playing live on stage.
तो कराना हो जाएगा.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Oh. We can play the role queue because I'm not placed so.
I don't mind.
Should I just throw
No, we
in
got a match. Just join. You join a role and then you leave.
रोल क्यों ओपन लीव कर रहा हूँ ना. ओपन में I'm diamond.
हाँ, open map में join करके leave.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
लीव ही कर लो, थ्रो नहीं करूँ.
No, if you leave, then it cuts 15.
It cuts 50. 50.
Yeah, 50. Yeah.
I might get a ban.
You'll get like one ban. After that, you can like, you'll get 15 minutes then, and then you can just throw something.
I'll be watching over you.
You can actually play Tracer and so.
Nothing I haven't seen before. Stick together. We will complete our mission.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
I'm even stronger. Slow down.
I found
You should be at peak performance level. Healing stream Where does it hurt?
The objective is not.
Let's get you back
Why?
A clean bill of health.
I'm full focus. Fuck, I died.
Yeah, well, we have the high ground somewhere. Call out, no?
Nanoboost administered.
Very weird. It's not full focus quite.
I'm here.
Thank you.
Damage increase.
This will help.
I am
How
back
did
and I
you
died.
there?
I am back. I died.
Thanks, Lucio.
Back.
A clean
You
bill
have
of
no
health.
healers, but the healers are dead. Gravity. Contest.
Heroes never die.
I'll be right there.
Contestant तो मर जाते
हाँ मरी तो रहे anyway. All of them died. Just see. At least we could have gotten 2 more extra person.
I must go where I'm needed.
You're dying anyway.
Can recrow fast terrified don't die.
You should be at peak performance level.
Ain't nobody.
Enemy contact. Good choice.
Try to take out.
Watch your back.
Tactical visor activated.
Healing stream engaged. I could use
You have gone full free.
Our team did not go.
Best round.
It's what? Then pancake. If they all would have come in, we would have won that.
Maybe.
That point, I mean, for that moment, we could have lost the point.
Where does it go? You know, I'm not.
We could have got captured. Nobody was really dead, even though this guy was alive.
Let's get you back out there.
Guy, fog. How about you actually push pointing like a tank?
What?
Did this guy get his ult even once?
Got it twice.
Your support has arrived. Let me get you patched up.
Dude, I don't have any vertical.
Oh my god.
Yeah, wait.
He doesn't push it. You're only like you're the only one doing. He's literally just standing behind. He's behind. More behind than you.
Good as new. Damage increase.
I foresee great things for you.
Widow one.
Time to let off some steam.
Let me get you patched up.
If I play good and we're winning, I'm gonna lose. If we're losing, then why just leave?
A clean
Currently
bill
we're
of health.
winning, so I think I'll leave. सामने इसमें GM वाले आ रहे हैं सामने.
I've got you.
I don't think we can combo. Just do it whenever.
Performance level.
Who would get that?
Oh, no. Okay. You say whatever.
Yeah. That was good. That was zoning out. Planned.
I'm getting stuck.
There's someone.
Well done. I'm taking care of you.
Follow me. Show them what
Your support has arrived.
Please no.
Pancake behind. Reaper behind.
Sorry about that.
As long as you get them.
The wonders of modern medicine. You will be at peak performance level.
Enemy in my sight.
I'm here. Let me get you touched up.
High ground.
Setting out the
Healing stream engaged.
Boost administered.
I've got you.
Step rider.
Round 2. 1. Score 1-1.
I should dry my hair.
मेरे को माउस नहीं जम रहा मेरा.
I've always
I
said you
can't
should
play
get your
on
head
this new
examined.
setup, man. There's no up and down नहीं होता माउस में, सिर्फ साइड में aim होता है. Up and down जम नहीं रहा करना. It's really hard to do up and down. Like when someone is
I
in
don't know
air.
what you're saying. You're saying up and down नहीं होता, side by side होता.
अगर फारा हवा में है, I can't hit her in the air because I'm not used to this moving my mouse up. So anything above ground level, I can't really hit. It takes like really slow for me to like go to them. I don't know. I have to like करना पड़ेगा ये mouse sensitivity.
Great team. Where does it hurt? Let's get to the fight.
Who's with me?
Damage boost engaged.
In my hands.
Diva, please
Don't
use
let
your
up on
right.
them. I'm here. I need healing.
Point आया point.
आने दो दूसरा.
Damage amplified. You should be at peak performance level. Let's get you back out there. Yeah, that's that. Damage increase.
मरा.
Who's got the hot hand? Are you?
Oops.
I
A
feel
clean
like our
bill
house
of health.
doesn't use E a lot.
Group up at my position.
He died though.
Can you grab?
I'm walking over.
Walk over. Help me! Get the beat advantage, you can grab anyone. Grab! Grab.
Step rider.
Kill this bench. Oh, Chilana, please.
Power
Play of the game.
We won.
Unveil sir was
Press Q.
I love
I was going to ask Anna to come on DC for Nano Blade, but then I'm not playing seriously.
You're done?
Yeah.
Okay. I will exit then. Okay, I have to attend this thing.
Okay, man.
What thing?
We're having a small farewell.
Oh, okay.
Lagar DVD
Okay,
खेल
bye
रहा.
guys.
Are you?